Hey crawlers, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft circuit board, and today guys we are going to be talking about item elevators. Alright guys, so before we get over to all of the item elevator designs, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you really quickly the principle behind the item elevator. As you guys know, item elevators, the intention is to move the items vertically, move them up. Moving them down is fairly easy, you drop them, they fall. But we need to get items to move upward. In the past, we've used solid blocks with transparency, or I should say like glass and stuff, to force items upward, and it worked, but it was inefficient. Now we have droppers. Droppers have this really cool feature, as opposed to dispensers, that they will actually drop every item, rather than, like, if you guys know, dispensers will shoot arrows, or shoot the fireballs. You know, it'll launch those items out in a different entity. The droppers will actually drop the item which you could pick up. So that's one of the big difference. Also, you guys can change the orientation of these vertically. So here I have a dispenser facing vertically, or facing up to a chest here. Whoops, that was weird. I know why I did that, but I just wasn't thinking. And here is a dropper right here. Now, the big difference between the dispenser and the dropper is that a dropper can actually force items into another storage unit. So a dropper has storage, so it can actually force items into another storage unit. So that it could be another dropper, it could be a dispenser, it could be anything that has an inventory, except for like crafting benches and stuff like that. So the idea is to force the item in here. If I were to trigger this one, which I kind of did because that's a trap chest, what's going to happen is the item's just going to shoot up and just kind of launch out. Yeah, see there, it is not going inside. And then I'll just make sure I have all my stuff here. And then in the dropper, if I click that, now we're going to have items inside the chest. I can click it again, and now it has another item in the chest. So that's the idea. Now, if we come over here, I'm going to show you guys kind of how this is going to work. I place one item inside the dropper. I have 3 droppers facing vertically. I click this button. No item is no longer there. It is now in the middle one. Click it one more time, right there, and it just launched out. Oh, there it is. And it is gone. So that is the idea behind it, is that getting the items from the bottom all the way to the top and out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the designs. Alright guys, so here we are. First off, I want to say right off the bat, every single one of these designs are my own except for one. The only design that is not mine is... Whoa, where is it? Oh, I didn't even put his name. Is this design right here? I thought it was this one. Is this one. This one is Code Crafted. Oh, I'm going to have to verify that. You guys can download the world to check, but I'm pretty sure that's Code Crafted or PG5. One of them. I always get them confused. Okay, so let's start off with the first design, guys. This one right here. Let's just go ahead and put some items in here. Not a lot. Let's just, stack some items in here. You cannot hear it going because, well, it's just that good. Very silent. It's really nice. And you come up here. Oh, you can see that I have 5 wool. Now, the downside with a lot of these designs is that they don't work 100%. And by that I mean it doesn't work. Sometimes you'll lose items in the process. Not like they get thrown away or anything, but they will get stuck inside here, and you'll just have to wait till the next cycle to get them all the way back up. In this particular design, for example, you lose one item, or one item gets stuck in here per 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, an item will get stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, item will get stuck. And a few other of these have the same thing. Now this one right here works pretty cool. It uses this timer right here. Actually, it's not a timer. This is a clock, a very fast clock. I believe it's like 1 tick or 2 ticks, something like that. 2 tick clock. Yeah, 2 tick clock, I think. And it basically just pulses this. What it does is when I put an item in here, or I should say in this dropper specifically, this comparator will detect it, and then it will turn on this clock, and thus powering all of this. So when this empties, this clock will turn off. Now, using that principle, my idea was to, by the way, this is my design. My idea was to basically extend the pulse length so that however high you have it, that's when the item hopper will turn off. So the problem is that it's getting stuck is because this is turning off too quickly. So the only way to solve that is to delay the amount of time before that clicks off. So here I have a delay of 16 or 12, I can't freaking count, of 12 ticks. So a delay of 12 ticks will increase it by twice as much, it looks like. I'm getting about 1 item lost per 9 blocks instead. Okay, so the next design is you also lose one item per 3 blocks. However, this design has multiple inputs, but it does use a lot more redstone. I came up with this really cool clock. I've been really dinking around with clocks lately. Like, it's something I really needed for a few projects I've been working on. And basically, this clock right here is basically what allows us to have this system. So this comparator powers 1, 2, and 3 droppers right here, and it'll keep pulsing when there's an item in there. And then when an item gets up here into this dropper, it'll detect by this comparator turning on this clock. So you guys can kind of see that, you know, this is going up and up and up and up and up. Now, again, you do lose 1 item per every 3 blocks depending on your input. And one thing else I have noticed right here, every once in a while I'll get these 2 items stuck in here. What can happen is 2 items getting stuck in one, and that can cause a little bit of a problem because it can't detect that second one. It doesn't know to give it an extra pulse for it. So this one is not very efficient. I just thought it was a great design that was single wide, and and you can go any height with it, like go all the way up. The next one, the multiple inputs was a big thing as well. The next one is extend repeater mcKrawll. This is the one that CodeCrafted. I'm pretty sure it was CodeCrafted. That CodeCrafted did. Basically, this design, there is a clock right here. You guys can see torch, redstone, repeater, redstone, torch. Now, this is a little clock right here. When that comparator turns on, it will come back around over here and turn on this. It will turn on this clock. Now, all of this delay right here is basically the same reason we have this delay. Is because, at a certain height, you need it to stop. Another cool thing about a lot of these designs that have little indicators telling you that it's being in use. So let's go ahead and throw some items in here. And you guys can see here, it'll start turning on. It does start making noise at the beginning, but then it'll stop. You can see that this is a little indicator that items are moving into the chest. And it works pretty good. Now, you do have to extend this as far out as you need to in order to not get items stuck. If you don't, I can guarantee you'll get items stuck. But it becomes extremely non-compact when having to use all of this redstone here. Now, what's next? These 2 designs are my designs, and they are 100% efficient. 100%. I believe these are the only designs that are 100% and can be as compacted as they are. If you guys find any, please let me know. I would love to put them in my world. And put someone's name down there. But right now, these are the only designs I believe you can find. Let me put that chest right back up there. I did just put them into my world. And notice I had a few things going here. Okay, so let's go to this one. Okay, so basically your inputs are this dropper or this item hopper, obviously, and you have multiple inputs up here. You can't put any items. And why is the weather? Oh my god, that's the first time it's done that in this world as far as I can remember. Okay, so the this design, okay, let me start here. This design is basically this design right here. Okay, how it works though is it prevents that problem that I was telling you guys about where the items were getting stuck. And sorry about that. And how I did that was having the items go into an item hopper and then into another system. Okay, so your inputs are this item hopper and this dropper. Those are your inputs for every single one. And I'm going to show you guys that this thing works 100%. Let me go ahead and just remove some items here so we don't take forever. And it's going up. And let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, I hope I don't have some... Oh, you know what? Like I was saying, I had some of these. Oh, there we go. That one was freaking. I just refixed this when I put it in here in my world. What happened was all the hoppers got turned around, so I had to redo all the hoppers. But you could see that they're all coming in here, and I don't remember how many we had, but they're still going. I believe they're all right here. Oh no, they're still going up. Oh, that one has a whole freaking stack. I think I accidentally put a whole stack in there earlier, not right now. Okay, so let me try that again, because I want to prove to you guys that this is a full thing. Alright, they won't get stuck in the middle. So let's just put a stack of 16 in there. Alright, and then you can see it going up, and then finally it gets to the top. And it should be exactly 16. Alright, and as soon as we have 16, I'll check all these chests, or all these spots. Exactly 16, and we shouldn't have any issues here. Sorry if you have seizures. There we go. So yeah, it's completely empty. It is 100% efficient. The biggest downside to this design, guys, is that, well, you can kind of tell why. It goes out, and then the higher you go up, it has to go out one more block. I did do some other testing, and you can get it to go back and forth. So if you want to make it 100%, you can take this, basically take these three and put them on this side, and then when they get up here, take these three, and then you just stagger them. One on this side, one on this side, one on this side, one on this side. But it'll be at a maximum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It'll be 10 blocks deep just for that design, and that might be too much. So I decided not to put that in this world, but it is possible to get this working like that. Now this one over here, also 100%, and I did very similarly what I just talked about, staggering them. However, I put them next to each other, so it's a 2 wide version that is next to each other. Now, what's cool about this design, these are, what is it called? Tileable. You can put them next to each other if you wanted different items to be, to ran up. You just have to put 3 blocks here, go up, and basically put 3 blocks there. So it's just like this, exactly the same way. Now, this one also works 100%. We'll go ahead and put 6 hoppers in there. And then the little ninja's calling me. Oh, let me clear out those. And this one is pretty cool because it also has a little indicator letting you know when it's working. When it's not working, it will turn off, I believe. Or it'll turn on. Off. There we go. It'll turn off when it's not doing it anymore. And exactly 16, and there should not be any stuck because it's exactly the same design as that one. You guys get the point. So, guys, spread the word about this item elevator right here. I really think this might be a standard in item elevators. Also, this particular one single unit right here, 1, 2, 3 hoppers with this little section. I really think that right there is going to really help some people out. Alright guys, as you can hear, the little ninja's calling me, so I better get going. Guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please like, favorite, thumbs up, all that good shit. And as always, guys, keep crawling and peace out. Okay, it's not Enderpin time. Jesus Christ. It's not. You hold your horses, mister.